Hey y'all, this is Marley K. Hope everybody is well. Got a story from Coin Telegraph. It came out on yesterday, June 27th, 2024. And it's interesting because it is about the Bitcoin wallet that suddenly wakes up after 14 years this year and sends 50 Bitcoin to Binance. Now, if y'all can't see the scammy scam, flim flam, like my girl Only Pamela's Way say, the flim flam that's been going on for all the people who can't follow, who ride on the short bus. The timing is just interesting. As soon as the big asset management companies get in on the Bitcoin, then suddenly the thing moves. Right before this national election here in America, right before the big economic summit that's happening in wherever it's happening in September, all these things, so many things that are happening in the second and third quarters, financial quarters or fiscal years, um, this particular year, right before 2025, right before all the chaos, this wallet wakes up. So if y'all still thinking that you are going to scam the scammers, get away with something, win something, be rewarded something for investing in something that you know really nothing about, that the adversary has created, you got another thing coming. And you are helping to usher in the beast system, as we all are, because all these tools that they are creating for us to use that are digital, that's everything. Whether it's a debit card, whether it's online banking, whether it's using QR codes and barcodes, one thing just gradually progresses to the next thing. And then before you know it, you know, um, we're here. So we're here now. And I just have a feeling soon that whoever the owner is of the Satoshi wallet is going to come out, and everybody going to be shocked because we all know who it is. For me, it's just a sign that we're getting closer to the collapse because um, I did the video on who created the technology and the reason for it. And then, you know, you look at who is uh, supporting it now. In the beginning, they called it a scam. In the beginning, they made they made the little guy feel like they were doing something to subvert the system. When in all actuality, they actually were getting their their critical mass, the buy-in for the digitalization of money. And this was like the big whale of all the things. And so they created it, they made it such that um, a lot of different corporations, and even if you look at the big corporations, the Ivy League schools, all these different institutions that are invested in it, how many of them have either government backing? They produce stuff for the government. They work with the government, do research. They train folks. They're Catholic institutions. So at the end of the day, all this stuff is all intertwined. It's just one big messy ball, and you can't see it if you're still in it, and you refuse to believe it if you still love money. And I'm just so thankful that the Most High just always showed me like the truth or the root of investing. Even if you think about it from the early stages of it in America, Wall Street was created from black labor, black souls, black people being sold, and the slaveholders needing insurance for their property because they treated us like cattle. So nothing about this system we should be doing to try to uphold it, because it's all been built on us, and it's not going to succeed because nothing succeeds without us. We're not in it. They don't want us to be a part of it. They're planning on getting rid of us, and they are already replacing us. So it's just a matter of time. I know people are like, well, I could benefit a little bit if I can make a few dollars. I, to me, this is just my personal opinion, it's just a very bad attitude or perspective to have, because it is, if you are a follower of the way, Yah's way, um, you cheating your brother, you cheating your sister, because in order for those people to be rich, they got to cheat us. They got to trick us. They got to scam us. They have to do stuff. And so when you invest as a shareholder, you're getting rewarded for the company finding ways to, you know, steal from the average working person, whether it's a Gentile or an Israelite. So, for me, I just could never see myself in it. And I can't tell you, including my ex-husband, people tell me that my ethos is too high. My ethics is such that it makes you unable to do A, B, C, D. And not saying that I'm perfect, but just from a business perspective, or just how I have always seen things, I've always looked at who's going to be hurt if I do this. And I know I don't do it with everything. I'm not looking at if I go to the grocery store and I pick up a bag of potatoes or tomatoes, what migrant worker was abused or not paid or neglected for me to get this. Because that's the same thing. Um, but this whole system is set up on exploitation. And I think that's going to be the takeaway once everybody figures out who created this blockchain technology, who created Bitcoin, who is this Satoshi person that, now I'm not going to say person, entity that set up this account and made it so elusive and so mysterious that people are just feeling like they got to be a part of the thing. Uh, and so, because they need to feel that, um, or be associated with that mystery and that intrigue and that, um, just to be affiliated with that, whatever, that money, that currency, the thing that is of value right now, hot. But folks are gonna wake up one day and figure out, just like those of us who have learned during the awakening about Christianity, about the church, about the Catholic Church, about Sabbath and Sunday, about all the things that we were doing wrong, about how we have been cursing ourselves. People are gonna wake up to the same reality, the same truth when it comes to this Bitcoin and when it comes to investing in general. The Gentiles, and Esau and them, they the number one scammers. In anything that they are affiliated with, anything that they create, we should not want to be a part of. So that's my attitude. As much as I can get out of this system, as much as I can get away from this system, even if it means to everybody else I got to be poor, even if it means to everybody else you have to live differently. That's what the Israelites did. That's what the Jews did in the Bible. That's why they were persecuted, because they had a different way they lived. They had a different way they dressed. They had a different God they worshiped. They were blessed. They were gifted and talented in so many ways, and people hated them because they were different. They were still able to prosper. They didn't have to scam. They didn't have to um, kill each other and try to conquer other lands. They lived peacefully amongst themselves, and they were blessed because they were obedient to the Most High. But anytime they let them strangers in, anytime they start bringing in other gods, people's currency, strange women, strange men, you name it, um, we were cursed. And so this is going to be one of those lessons when it's all said and done. I believe that people are going to see that anytime you play with Esau and them, you always going to get burned. So the best thing to do is not play with Esau and them and come out. If you see who they are, you know who they are, and then you know who the Most High is, and you believe that He is going to take care of us and deliver us, then you don't need to um, participate in this world's scams to cheat people out of their hard-earned money, practice usury. Um, I was reading something the other day about 401k and how so many people believe that at 60 something years old they work and they retire, and it's the biggest scam ever. You will stay on a job 30, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years and wait to retire at 60 something years old, and they'll tell you that's midlife when the average life expectancy of a person is 75, and really midlife is like 38, between 35 and 38 for most people. So if you work till you're 62, 65, 67, and then wait to get your money, you're only going to get a little bit of your money because it's highly likely you will perish before they ever have to pay you all your money out. And so everything about this system is a damn scam. Everything. And because people don't just sit down and think about it, they just look at the shiny thing, look at the um, end result. What is this is what I'm gonna get when I get to the end. Oh yeah, I want that. I like that. I want to be like XXX. Everything in this system is a scam. So there's no need to think that this blockchain technology and all this other stuff is going to be so great. If it was so great, it wouldn't be so hackable now. So there's no need to think that blockchain is not going to be um, uh, unhackable. It's going to be hackable just like everything else that they've created with this technology. And it's all done intentionally. Like nobody's saying anything about all the hacks and how are we going to be safe if we transition to digital currency when everything is being hacked now. If it was safe, you wouldn't be able to access it. You wouldn't have to put it in the cloud. You wouldn't. Everything is just nothing makes sense. Nothing. I'm just. I'm about to just go crazy because I'm like, how come nobody's questioning this? No, nobody's saying nothing about this stuff. Don't make no sense. It's backwards. It just don't make no sense, and everybody's just content. So I just look at it and I just share my perspectives with like-minded folks. And when I saw this particular story about the Satoshi Bitcoin wallet opening up after 14 years, I was like, oh yeah, here we go with some more BS. But anyway, I'm gonna share this with y'all so you can just see. So the Bitcoin wallet belongs to a miner who earned 50 Bitcoin as mining rewards in July 2010, a time when Bitcoin was trading at 5 cents. A Satoshi era Bitcoin wallet dating back to 2010 woke up from dormancy after 14 years and sent 50 Bitcoin to the Binance crypto exchange. The Satoshi era refers to the period between 2009 and 2011 during which Bitcoin's pseudonymous creator, Satoshi Nakamoto, was active on online forums. Bitcoin miner turns $25 Bitcoin to $3 million. So it says, according to data from the on-chain analytics firm Look On Chain, the Bitcoin, which today the price is $60,000 per Bitcoin, $60,848. The wallet is linked to a Bitcoin miner who earned 50 Bitcoin as mining rewards in July 2010. These are some of the earliest mined Bitcoin when the mining reward per block was 50 Bitcoin. The current block reward is just 3.125 Bitcoin. So I don't know if that's $3.25. I have no idea. So it says the Bitcoin miner earned the 50 BTC block reward when Bitcoin was trading at a price around 5 cents and was barely a year old. How coincidental? Not. At the time, the value of the Bitcoin holdings was a mere $25. So think about when it was created. Think about when this wallet um, came to life. And then think about like all the other stuff that I was telling you. Like why it ain't been hacked. How come nobody don't know nothing about these people? Why they just sitting there, garnering mystery and being elusive and just all the mystique that people need and intrigue to be attracted to it. So it says the transaction history of the Bitcoin wallet indicates that the miner managed to mine a single block, one block, a rare feat in today's world where Bitcoin network hash rates are touching new all-time highs. The movement of crypto to centralized exchanges is often seen as a bearish sign, as most of the time, the use of centralized exchanges is linked with selling assets. So I personally don't, I believe that it's just all to get people all interested in either buying or selling or moving stuff just to control people, but also to manipulate the currency and the exchanges. That's what this is all about anyway. It's all about manipulation. So it says Bitcoin is trading just above 61,000 at the time of writing, but it has seen several dips below the support level over the past few days. Bitcoin is currently down 17% from its all-time high above $73,050. Over the past year, several dormant Bitcoin wallets, many of which were from the Satoshi era, have awoken to either transfer their Bitcoin to a new wallet or cash in and sell it on exchanges, which I find interesting because if they were created by the same people who created the crap, and right now at this particular time, they're putting their stuff into a new wallet, which means they're preparing for digital currency. In my opinion, this is just all my inference, so take it with a grain of salt. But as we get ready to roll into this new digital wallet uh, era, and it says over the past year, so y'all know all the things that have been going on with the digital currencies and the pilots and all the stuff over the past year, the central banks. So what if this is a scam by Uncle Sam and his confederacy to give the appearance that people are just all of a sudden deciding to do something with this currency over the last year, and they're going to either cash it in or sell it on exchanges so they can make money off of suckers. And get the critical mass, continue to get in the buy-in that they need so that when the digital currency um, goes, comes full circle and goes live for everybody after the chaos, of course, then they know the habits of people, because people who love money are greedy and they'll do anything. They'll believe anything. They'll follow anybody. So I just find it very interesting. Anyway, Nakamoto, the pseudo-anonymous creator behind Bitcoin, intended to allow the public to mine Bitcoin on their local home computers. However, as Bitcoin prices reached new highs and provided significant returns with each halving cycle, Bitcoin mining expanded to include profitable industrial scale operations. Now, ain't that interesting? It started out as something for the common man to do. And then the common man did it, and they let y'all make a little bit of money. And then now corporations are in on it, or people have created corporations and are doing mining. And now corporations are investing in it. So again, it's just another scam. It's a scam. Numerous companies have established hundreds of state-of-the-art mining machines to maximize their Bitcoin mining operations in recent years. Several have also gone public. The competition to mine Bitcoin has significantly increased the mining difficulty, so even mining machines worth thousands of dollars cannot independently guarantee the successful mining of a single block. To me, it's all so damn dumb. It's so stupid. It don't even make no sense. It's just like the what is the name of that thing? The metaverse. That's what it's like to me. You're gonna have real estate in the metaverse when you put on them stupid virtual reality glasses and go into the metaverse. Who going in there to do that stuff except for stupid people and buy stuff with virtual money in the fake place? Nobody but stupid people. And these kids who are addicted to technology. That's why they got everybody playing video games and watching sci-fi. Because people just go in there and they ain't gonna never come out. They had already told you the metaverse is gonna swallow people whole. They ain't coming out of there. So it's gonna be crazy when all this stuff goes live. I don't want to be here. Hopefully, you don't want to be here either. So let us pray that we have the resources on our property so that we don't have to be bothered with this stuff. Um, Let us pray that we have the strength to stay out of this system and make the right choices, choose the most highest ways, um, law, statutes, and commandments, and not this world's. If we have a love for money, of course, we need currency because we're in captivity and we have to have currency. Let us find other ways to earn a living instead of worrying about these people's gimmicks and scams and shams, because they're not going to help us. They're only going to help put us in a new slavery where everybody going to be in it, not just the black people, not just the followers who have put their lives on the line and or are in captivity in other places. The whole globe is about to be enslaved, and the people who are playing around with this stuff don't even really realize that they are contributing to our enslavement. And even after it happens, they'll think it's so great because they have no clue about all the other pieces that are happening. They're just focused on money. I need to get money because, you know, like all these I don't know, I'm gonna say agents, all these men and women who have been on social media, on YouTube, making videos telling men they need to get money, get their money up, they need to do this, they need to be investing, they need to be making money and putting it here. And at the end of the day, you got to think about that the way that they want you to do it is so dishonest and so not helpful and so full of evil intent. Not, and it doesn't come from a good place. You have to wonder if all these fights between men and women and the feminism, and then you got this hyper masculinity now where men are telling other men, don't get married, don't have children, don't be with women, just get money and have fun and buy cars and buy toys and invest in Bitcoin. I can't tell you how much I've heard that. I just always looking like, how can people not understand this is some agent stuff. This is some alphabet agency stuff. And they'll do anything because people don't think, and people lack critical thinking skills, and people do not look at excuse me, historical perspectives. They don't look at history as a guide of what could happen in the future, because the Edomites, they don't use no new tricks. The adversary, he don't use no new tricks neither. He keep on using the same stuff because it worked. So anyway, I'm gonna end this video. Please leave your comments in the comment section. I know there are gonna be some people who gonna just, I don't care what you say, they're gonna love money and love investing and not look at the big picture of this is not what we're supposed to be doing. If you're an Israelite, I don't care what the heathens do. I don't care what the Gentiles do, those who ain't cleaving unto us and those who are not of us, those who, I don't care what they do. But if you're an Israelite, you got to see the writing on the wall. This is not for us. And if you look at history, you have to understand that this is a part of the evil that the adversary is using, one of the devices to ensnare so many people. I mean, people are going to lose their mind when they figure out who created this stuff and how they helped to enslave themselves. They're going to lose their minds because they thinking as they making $3 million or $2 million. That ain't gonna help you when the economy crashes and inflation hits, and you got to have, you got to be in the top 1% to have power. It doesn't even matter if you're middle class. If you got $1 million or $2 or $5 million, it's not gonna matter because you're still gonna be poor, and you're still gonna be in the and have to use digital currency, so you won't have any privacy. You're going to think you have privacy, but you're not going to have any privacy, and people are going to wake up to this reality when it's too late. So anyway, if you're invested in this stuff, get out of it. It's stupid. That's all. It's like grown people playing video games. Get out of it. It's stupid. I don't care if you can't make money from it. It's just stupid. It's stupid. And you just, this just don't make no sense. You're helping enslave mankind. You don't have to give an account for it. So when you know better, you're supposed to do better. So get out of it. Just keeping it a buck. All right, please like this video, share it, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification so that you'll be notified each and every time I upload new content. I will link the other video that I did about who created this stuff and the evidence, and so that you can go verify for yourself and then make a decision. But some people, like I said, are not going to care. Those are going to be the very people that's going to have to stand up before the Most High and give an account for not listening to the watchmen and the teachers tell them to get out of certain things, come out of this world. Everybody got to give an account for their own actions. And so I'm trying to sound the alarm because I don't want to be responsible for any more than I already am for enslaving people. And I could say I've done it and I've had to repent for it, whether it's working for political campaigns, working for the Democratic Party, and not working for them as an employee, but volunteering and working, helping to get our people registered to vote. All those things for this system, all the things that I've done for this system, thinking that I was doing good, even going to church and engaging in some of the activities that are associated with church worship that are actually uh, blasphemy and abomination, um, acts of disobedience. We gotta repent for that. And I don't wanna have no more blood on my hands than I already have. So if you can get beyond the love of this currency, of this system, sit down and think about some of this stuff deeply, hopefully it will encourage you to come out of this system, because there ain't going to be no good ending to any of this. Not for just a regular average person. It's not. So, in any event, this is Marla Kay. Keep prepping, keep praying, keep seeking the Most High. Obey those laws, statutes, and commandments. Keep the Sabbath. Learn about the Sabbath. Learn who changed the Sabbath. Read Constantine's Creed. And understand that everything that we do basically in this society is the complete opposite of what the Most High would have us do. We are literally living in Rome. This is the Roman Empire all over again, and we are under the rule of the Catholic Church. Um, so we are mocking the Most High as we speak. And so, for those of us who are awakened, it is our responsibility to wake up, come out of this system, and just get back to the ways of the Most High. It's hard, especially to do in Babylon when you rely on this system, but you don't have to. You can find ways to get around and just make it. And you don't give more than you actually have to. And you have to take that and figure it out for yourself. But I'm under the suspicion that they're moving things before, and trying to make money, get rich off of the average poor person who has so much hope in this system and in this currency, that it's just kind of like the housing crisis in 2008 and all the other crises that have come along. They're always scamming at the very last minute before they pull the rug from under us. Every single time. And anytime they start targeting poor people and encouraging black people to do stuff, like, that's how you know they're giving folks stuff. There are a lot of things going on that you got to pay attention to economically, financially, and this ain't gonna end well. This is the end of the road. Babylon is about to fall, so you got to get your ducks in a row. You got to come out of this system and stop believing everything these people tell you. If an Edomite say it, you better doggone be turning around and going the opposite direction, because they trying to scam us to the very end. And for those who believe in this system and love it, they're gonna be sorely disappointed, because all of us gonna lose something, but some of us are gonna lose a whole lot more than others, because we love it. We love this system and we believe in it. Not me myself, but just I'm saying we as a people. Um, they've trained us to love this system and love currency and money, and use it as a status symbol instead of loving who is moral, who treats people well, and who takes care of their brother, and all the other cultural and uh, laws and statutes that we are supposed to keep as Israelites, and those who are Gentiles but have been grafted in. So keep reading your word and understanding how we are supposed to live, how we're supposed to treat each other, um, and come out of this system, because we don't have long. It's already July. Um, we only got 2 more months, maybe, and I suspect all hell will break loose by November. It just seems like that's what the plan is. So get yourselves together, people. Come out of the system. Stop believing these shams and this stuff that don't make no sense, like the metaverse and Bitcoin wallets and all this other nonsensical foolery. Don't make no sense. Why it's so complicated? If it got to be that complicated, it can't be right, because God ain't complicated. The Most High is not complicated. He didn't create anything complicated for us. Everything that He wants us to do and have is so simple, but we refuse. We keep chasing up behind these Edomites and these Gentiles, and we keep on getting disappointed, but we keep on chasing them. So if y'all love disappointment, keep on following the Gentiles. All right, this is Marley K. Love y'all, and I'm out.